So let's roll some dice in anger. This is episode 2 of our guide to playing Dungeons and Dragons. We finished last session where 5 of our party had fought some bandits and discovered some loot, a ticking amulet. So the first thing we're going to cover in this session is resting. So Hayley, what I want you to do, because I didn't actually hit you last time, is I want you to take 4 hit points worth of damage, just so we know how to do it on D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
It sounds like I've set in a precedence. This is how I damage you, Hayley. Remember how to do this.
With his words.
Can we have some flavour? What happened to
Okay.
Hayley's character?
Hayley, if I recall, when she cast her last spell, it was very balletic. You land heavily and twist your ankle, causing 4 points of twisting damage, which is a new damage type that I've just invented. Josh, how's that for you?
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
So flavourful. I
Sounds
twisted too
accurate,
hard. Yeah.
So on your
cool.
D&D Beyond character sheet, there will be a next to your current hit points. Your set up slightly different to ours, I think. So you should have heal, empty box, and then damage.
Okay, let me find where this is.
Oh, forgive me.
So, I'm on my main page.
Yep. So your
I've
hit
got-
points, 8 of 8.
8 of 8 at the top right corner. Here we go. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yep, I've opened it.
Okay. Well, there's multiple ways to change your hit points on D&D Beyond. So as long as you get used to however you want to do it. Of note, there's temporary hit points as well, but we'll move on to that as and when they arrive. But see if you can figure out, see how intuitive it is, see if you can take 4 hit points worth of damage. While I start the countdown timer.
Oh, there we go. So I've done -4, so it's got a 4 in the damage box, and then apply changes.
Tidy,
So
yeah.
look at that. God, that's half my life for a twisted ankle.
Okay. Has that worked on your character sheet?
It's worked on my character sheet, yes.
Okay.
4 out of 8.
Right. Okay, so there's 2 different types of rest. In Dungeons and Dragons, resting is it's kind. I don't want to say cheating, but yeah, a long rest. If you sleep overnight, you virtually heal everything. So your hit points go back to full. A lot of effects that reduce your maximum hit points are cured. But that has to be an uninterrupted rest for 8 hours or more. Now, as a wood elf, as an elf, you have a feature that's trance, where you can do that over 4 hours. So yours is slightly different, but as a party, it's for the best part 8 hours. You can only do that in a 24-hour period. So you can't have a fight, long rest, have a fight, long rest, have a fight. You have to keep going. The other type of rest is a short rest, which is basically an hour-long lick your wounds short session. In that session, you can spend hit dice. You have a pool of hit dice equal to your level. So at the minute, you have 1 hit dice. Other things that you can do during a short rest, which are going to come in handy today, is you can identify a magic item. You can spend an hour with it, play with it, try and attune with it, try and do other bits and pieces, and figure out what it is. Okay? So, we're going to start the session with you've just found this magical amulet, and you're going to take a short rest. Mechanically, on D&D Beyond, what we're going to do, Hayley, is you should have either a short rest button or it will look like a campfire.
I found that.
Okay. Now, this is where lots of people, it's time and time again, people kind of get a little bit confused with this. That will open up a window and for you, it'll just have 1 box. That's your hit dice. If you click on that box, another tiny window will open which will say for you 1d6 plus something.
Yep, 6 plus 2. Yeah, here we go.
Smashing. So that you then click on that button, your 1d6 plus 2, which will roll a dice, and then you take short rest and confirm it. And that will be you. You've done it. That will be you healing.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So you've rolled 4. Leah's done hers. Tom Gerrion's done his. Not quite. Rolled a 1, Tom. Dude. Sam, did you want to spend hit dice? Josh as well. Josh has done his. Wonderful. Everything's working.
Oof. Big rolls. Big rolls for my boy.
Okay, so it's definitely worth remembering how to do that short rest. It's not so important with 2024 rules, but so at the end of your rest, I can tell you that the item you have found, as you play with it a little bit, and it's still ticking, there's a window on it that clicks open in front, and you can see all of the mechanics inside clicking round. This is actually an extra planner piece of equipment. So, other planes of existence we're going to touch on when we do our homebrew, Hayley. Basically, if I talk about something extra planner, it's as we would know as normal people on planet Earth. Extra planner is heaven and hell. It's beyond. It's afterlife. It's alien to us. It's the world after you die, but it's inhabited by different creatures and various other bits and pieces. Instead of just having heaven and hell, in Dungeons and Dragons they have, I think it's 15 outer planes, inner planes, other planes of existence. This item belongs to a plane called Mechanus, which is the plane of absolute law. And this is called a clockwork amulet. So this copper amulet contains tiny interlocking gears and is powered by magic from Mechanus, a plane of clockwork predictability. Faint ticking and whirring noises emanate from within. So in terms of the game, when you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling a d20 and get a 10 on the dice instead. Once used, you can't use it again until next dawn. Okay.
Nice.
So then, generally speaking, because we're a party, we're a group that works together. Nimlithien's currently in possession of this amulet, but who would it be best to use? I mean, to be honest with you, Hayley, it's not a powerful item, so you might as well keep it for now, as long as everyone's still happy for Hayley to use it. So because here's the question there, because I'm thinking, when would that come in handy? If you had to, I suppose if something's on its last legs and you really needed to kill it, rolling a guaranteed 10 would be a wonderful thing. Because you'd still add your modifier.
Does it specify what rolls you can apply the 10 to? Is it like balance, the magical balance?
Attack roll. Specifically
just attack roll.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
It's not quite magical balance, is it?
No, it's not. It's like I say, it's a common item. It's not going to break the game by any stretch of the imagination. But then again, you're only level 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we can do, Hayley, we can add that to your inventory on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
So if we go into, hold up, let me open up a character. So if you find where your inventory is,
Yep, I've opened that.
and then there'll be a button that says Manage Inventory.
Yep.
Okay. So in there, once it's loaded, sometimes takes a second. You're gonna, in the filter, type clockwork.
I put clockwork. And And it's given me quite a few different options. Oh, here we go. Top one.
Yeah.
Top one
So
under the other sections. Here we go.
they're
Clockwork
handily
Orange.
color coded on D&D Beyond. So if it's black like that, it means it's common. It's not going to break the game. But you see some of the others are. Yeah. So you can equip that. Let me just double check it's not attunement item. I don't think it is.
And it's got like a party equipment bit. Is that where I would pass it on to somebody else if we were doing that?
Honestly, don't know. But generally speaking, the party inventory is. I think so. Actually, I don't know if that works.
Where I normally, it's why I've started tracking all the loot we get in games now.
Yeah. So if
someone has put a copper amulet with small copper gears in the party inventory,
in which case, yes, you can share your loot in there. That is pretty.
as
That's
well as
a
they
nice
put
feature.
20 gold pieces.
I've
Who's that
started-
organised?
I've started doing it in Tales of Chaos, Tom. So. Okay, so
my job to kill you, not manage your inventory.
Happy so far?
Yes.
Okay, always learning. So after you finish your short rest, you hear a familiar sound coming down the lane. A sound. There's only one being in the whole of the multiverse that creates sound like this. Okay, Jake, introduce us to Ace if you would.
Oh, so as you can kind of see on the horizon, well, you hear him before you can see him, and all you can hear is like this shred of an electric guitar. Is the only way I can describe it, as he's just jamming to himself, no care in the world, like just feeling the music, eyes closed, not really paying attention to where he's walking, just keeps going down the road, and then he just lets out all this almighty, like almost like Axl Rose like scream, and then but screams like all right to everybody as he swans up to the group, throws his V-shaped loot back onto his back, and he's going to then like walk around the group. So he walks up to his good friend Gerrion the half-orc and just twists his mustache. Walks up to his noble ranger friend and bops him on the nose. And then he's going to turn to the Grung Krik and he's going to go to pretend to and go as if he's about to lick Krik. However, he stops, holds himself. He goes, actually, that's not a very good idea. The last time I licked a frog, well, ended up with the weirdest dream in the world. Oh, gosh. Ended up going to hell, riding across this desert wasteland with a night hag, playing a massive concert for angels and devils. And, note to self, no more licking frogs. What up?
Cool.
I was hoping you would not come back.
Well, short stuff. I almost thought I wouldn't make it, to be perfectly honest. Played out a sold-out concert last night in several of the taverns, relatively local. That's why I'm a bit late.
It's okay.
Better late than never. Good to see you.
Well, it's about on time, isn't it? I mean,
Did you missed all the fun? And slapped from the back.
yeah. I imagine with Gerrion's strength, it almost like just takes like that slap probably catches Ace a bit sharp. He's a bit like Blumenek, like, what do you mean? Oh, so what's been going on here?
We still stood with the body.
Well, we came across a group of bandits who were raring for a fight, so we gave them one, and now they're all dead.
Ugh. Yeah, and I think like Ace is just gonna like push one with his boot, like almost like roll him over to look at his like injuries, and be like, ugh. I mean, you could have spent a bit of time cleaning them up.
The one you roll over has got injuries reminiscent to your friend Krik. His eyes are dilated, and he looks like he's had quite a ride before he eventually succumbed to being punched to death by a
One of
Grung.
them's just unconscious.
Oh.
The last thing I did was cast Spare the Dying on one of them, so one of them's all right-ish.
Oh yeah.
I
He'll
think,
wake
I
up,
think in the
maybe.
process, like Ace is going to be like rolling the bodies around, having a look at them with his boot, and probably the one that's Spare of the Dying unconscious, he's probably going to almost kick over onto his front.
Careful, he needs an open airway. Can't
Just
do all the goddess's work, but
completely
not
oblivious
complete
to
it.
the fact that Spare the Dying's been cast. He's just going to be like, well,
Wait. Yep. Out of interest, do you know the leader dude?
Yeah.
Whose name completely escapes me.
Prowl.
Does he have an interesting imprint in the bottom of his shoe?
He does. Now you mention it.
I've seen this print before.
Yes. It's quite clearly him. So the day is getting on, and you are due to arrive sometime today at the Keep on the Borderlands. And let me give you the wilderness map that we were working towards. You'd entered from... wait till we're all loaded. There we go. You'd entered from the north, and you're all the way around quite close to the Keep on the Borderlands. Shall we take it close to dusk then? It's getting dark out. I mean, this is the joy. And sometimes this is the bit that Dungeon Masters fear, Hayley. Because it's the question, what would you want to do? Now, a lovely party would go along with the obvious. Sometimes they don't. What would you like to do?
is there a tavern at this keep?
Yes, you're aware. You've been told that the keep on the Borderlands it's a sort of a frontier keep, but it is civilized. There's all amenities there, and that's where you think you'll find your fame and fortune.
Yeah, we met the innkeep, didn't we?
You did.
Fame, fortune, is what I'm looking for. Let's go.
Let's go. We've got a date with the guy that didn't kill the deer.
Oh yeah.
The guy that didn't kill the deer.
Yeah, there was this guy and he was trying to kill deer. And we were like, hey, don't do that because it makes some of us sad. And then we decided that the better business idea for him was that we were to stay at the tavern rather than him kill the deer. It was like kind of like recompense, like coming back. You know, we paid to stay at the inn. He doesn't kill deer and make us sad. Bargain.
But what are we going to eat at said inn?
Not deer.
Not dear.
I'm sure there's potatoes.
Oh dear.
You can do them all sorts of ways.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I've heard all of them are good.
There are definitely
But not
some
a
more
deer
preferable
stew.
than others. How many people did he say live in this city or town or keep? Or all of the
I
above?
think he did.
I don't remember asking him. But if there's an inn, there are people.
That is
Inns
very
don't
true.
exist without people.
And more people I can touch with my music.
They are so excited. They don't even know they're excited. Let's go.
Well, that's what I thought.
Nick was slightly worried whether you were going to go with that.
I'm just pleased the word music came out of him, Josh. I don't know about you.
Look, I promise I won't fall into all of the bard tropes.
So,
Too often.
yeah, as you're walking forwards, you ascend a winding road through a forested and mountainous country. Ahead, atop a sheer walled stone plateau, looms a great and stoic keep. Armed sentries along the outer walls peer down at you, ready to welcome new heroes and repel would-be invaders. 2 armed guards stand in front of the gate. They hail you and motion for you to approach. So, if we have a quick look at the provided artwork, you guys, you've wandered along here. The drawbridge is closed, and you've got this imposing keep in front of you. Straight in front of you is the crenellated towers that you can see, huge arches, and on this side of the drawbridge are these two guards. Two stone towers flank an archway that leads into the keep. A sturdy-looking gatehouse spans the archway and connects the towers. A wooden drawbridge allows passage over the steep ditch surrounding the keep. The bridge is currently drawn shut. Two guards stand before the raised bridge. As you approach, one of the guards shouts, "Hail! Do you bring peace or trouble?"
Good sir, we bring good music.
Trouble.
It's going
then.
to. Brillin's going to nudge Gerrion and say, "At what point is it okay for me? Is it polite for me to shoot him?"
Well, it doesn't do well to attack one's fellows, so we should keep our arrows to ourselves.
But if I put it in his
No, there's
yeah,
no
but
buts.
hang on. If I get it through his cheeks, he can't talk.
Yeah. Oh, we love the
Whichever
talk.
move.
I reckon Nimlithien overhears this conversation and says, now, we want somewhere warm, we want somewhere safe to be staying tonight. Let's not.
Not today.
Turn and look up to Brillin and just say, "I think your idea is good. This is why in my society we don't listen to the green ones." And then look over towards Gerrion.
And Brillin is just going to be indicating towards Krik, like, see?
He's just licking his eyeball.
I mean, I think Ace is just going to look back at the guards and he's going to be like, "Look, you offer us shelter and safety. I shall fill your taverns with good music. It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain."
So they're two human guards, one male, one female. I've popped the artwork up for you from the campaign. The human female is not looking happy with the exchange between all of you, whereas the human male looks a little bit startled, but also entertained as well. So the woman will identify herself as Gala, and the chap is Bartho. As Gala will say, the keep has plenty of need for hearty adventurers like you. If you want to make a name for yourself in this community and earn the Castellan's respect, you should visit locations within the keep and offer your aid. Residents usually pay for a job well done, Bartho adds casually. As long as you don't cause any trouble, Gala will say, you are welcome inside. And it sounds like you are due a rest.
Mm-hmm.
She turns around and calls for the gates to be opened. Go on, Jake.
I think Ace would be like, "Rest, the night is young."
Love it.
So as the drawbridge descends, Gala will walk inside, but Bartho hangs around, and he will say to you, "So you lot are adventurous then, I take it?"
Ah, yes.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks for embracing. Remember, it's cheesy D&D. Go with it. To go with it, gang. We're learning
Yes, we are.
He'll say, well, thing is, I'm a man who needs my rest. If you complete some missions around and help people out, come and let me know, and I'll pay you. Just perhaps mention that I was there with you at the same time, and I get my rest. Everyone stays safe because I've got my rest. Does that sound reasonable to you?
Why don't you become an adventurer?
Oh, I'm not. No. I'm behind the walls. I prefer walls between me and monsters. Thank you.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's what I wanted.
That's why I covered my mouth. I was like, no, not now, Leah.
It's funny you should say that. He starts walking towards the gatehouse, like properly putting on this limp now.
But do you not think that if we spread your name as helping us achieve these things, people will expect more of you in the future?
Well, that's the future's problem, isn't it? I mean, you know, all I know is I don't get enough rest. And if you guys can help me, I can pay you. That's the deal.
Well, a young man such as yourself should get his rest, and we will endeavour to help you, good sir. And he's going to clap him on the shoulder as hard as he can.
Okay, righto. Make a strength check just to see if you knock him into the moat. Anything over 20, he is going to fall in the moat.
All over 20 Tom.
Please be a natural 20.
Oh dear.
This is himself.
Himself is 21, Josh. You know the rules.
But if that was supposed to be the athletics check, that would have been a 19.
Oof.
Okay, righto. So no, you just knock him forcefully, and he now sort of looks a little bit frightened over his shoulder, as if to say, "Okay, I don't know if I've asked the right people here, but let's go with it anyway." As you get closer to Gala now, as she's inside, she will say to you, "It is getting late. I would advise you to go straight to the keep. Head straight to the fortress and speak to the Castellan. Winval. He's a decent type, but he likes to know who's in town. The reason you're here is going to be of benefit to him. Okay, be safe and don't cause trouble." And she says this, looking directly towards Ace.
I can assure you, I bring no trouble.
Okay, so you step inside the keep on the Borderlands. So let me give you the artwork for everything that you can see inside. So this, again, Hayley, this is the joy of roleplay games. You can literally do anything you want. You can make any choices you want. Go anywhere, do anything. This, because it's just the starter campaign. Oh yeah, that's what we're playing through. I'm not. We're not sponsored or anything. But if Wizards of the Coast sort of said, "Oh, you know what?
You wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't object." So
Or Raid Shadow Legends.
or Red Shadow Legends. I've not seen that for ages. Do they still do? That's for Red Shadow Legends. They do.
I don't know.
So you've entered here. I've kept all the numbers up so you know exactly where you're going and what you're doing. What they're saying to you is report here. But you've got a barn. You can see a woman in the barn looking sort of a little bit confused, looking around. She looks like she's missed some animals. So basically, there's this booklet to do, and there's something to do at each of the places. We can work through it. We can go anywhere you want to go. Night is approaching, and it's starting to get a little bit chilly. What would you like to do?
Tavern.
Yeah, travellers in.
Straight to the tavern.
Yeah.
Get room.
No,
sleep.
haven't we got to go see the Castellan?
Castilian, Schmillion. The tavern is calling my name.
No, we should go to see the Castellan first. You know, proper manners. We wouldn't want to set ourselves off on the wrong foot now.
We could at least pretend to be polite.
Exactly. Wait,
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, so we're off to the fortress. Yeah.
To the fortress.
Okay, to the fortress. So you make your way through. It's a busy town. It's a friendly town as well. There's people sort of say hello to you. It's one of those places, one of those nice places. So you walk through this main archway. It's getting dark, so I'm not going to give you the full description of everything. Well, we'll cross that bridge when you visit them individually. But what I will tell you is the fortress here. Two round towers with pointed roofs flank this tiered stronghold. Tiered stronghold. Archers march along the stone parapets, watching for signs of trouble. Two guards stand outside the fortress's iron doors. They acknowledge passers-by with stern nods. They direct you straight into the main hall. Long corridor. This place it's quite pristine. Whoever is in charge, and you now know it's Winval the Castellan, he obviously knows his business. He likes to keep everything tight and clean and well maintained. The corridor has doors all the way along it, but at the end you can see double doors which are open, and there's a glow of a roaring fire on the other side, and a large table. It's clearly the main hall, and you're beckoned straight forwards into this main hall, where you're met by a human male dressed in plate armor. This fellow. And he's sort of bent over looking at a map on the table. And as you approach, he will turn towards you. And I'm gonna style this fella as a little bit sharp. He's northern, so you know you can trust him. No offense, Hayley. Your arrival is fortuitous, he says as he turns around towards you. I've heard whispers of a nefarious cult, the self-proclaimed cult of chaos, that reportedly operates in a cave network to the northeast. I believe the source of the cult's power resides in one of those caves. These lands yearn for heroes. For the good of the Borderlands and the people under my charge, I humbly ask you to investigate these rumours and, if need be, quash this evil before it reaches the keep. And then he'll say, forgive me. These reports have disturbed me. I forget my manners. My name is Winval, Castellan of these keeps, and you are?
You should have come up with a band name.
Gerrion Half-Light, nice to meet you. And he's going to put his hand up.
And you, Gerrion? You do need a band name now.
We do.
We are his magical, wonderful companions.
Here we go again.
As long as we don't call ourselves a cult of chaos, I think we're safe.
Yeah, that's kind of on the nose, isn't it?
It's so inventive, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they might do what they say on the tin. I'll not let such evil continue. Such evil businesses.
Nimlithien will lean forward and introduce herself as Nimlithien and compliment the grand place and how well it is kept.
Well, thank you. It's very decent of you to say, Nimlithien. It's not very often we get someone as eloquent as yourself. Or Gerrion. And the rest of you.
I mean, I think Ace is just going to cut straight through that and be like, he's just going to bow. And he's going to be like, Ace Vengeance, at your service, former frontman of Death Talica, and in search of the mightiest band on this earth.
Margery casts his thaumaturgy and makes the sound in the background as he bows.
Nice.
I think Ace is just going to put his hand behind him as he does that, almost like for a high five.
I'm like just the group hype man. Everyone's doing great.
If Krik can reach his hand, Krik could just slap his hand as well and give him a bit of poison.
What is it? A Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Go on then. Oh, for God's sake.
It's a 19.
Oh,
And even touch his side.
8 upper place.
Perfect.
I'm Brillin. I only really like the Grung.
I'm Margery,
you see,
and I like everyone.
You see Krik just kind of like straighten up at that, and look, he looks pretty pleased with himself.
Go back to licking your eyeballs.
And then he'll probably just like shove past Ace and then walk up to what's his name? Sorry.
Winval.
Walk up to Winval, and he'll again kind of like well, actually, before he offers his hand, he'll kind of like wipe it on his trousers, and then offer up like a clammy hand to Winval.
Yeah,
and he'll say,
go on.
He'll just say, "My name is Krik."
It is an honour to meet you, Krik. An honour to meet you all. We need such heroes as yourself in this dark time of ours. So a brief history, if you'll indulge me. This keep it's an old established keep. It's been here for generations and generations. We moved back into it. It was abandoned for years. We moved back into it and tried to restore it as best as we can. But day after day, night after night, we were attacked from everywhere. It's only recently that we've managed to drive all of the creatures that have attacked away. We've not been attacked for some weeks now, but we do know that most of the evil is coming from these caves of chaos. Tell me, would you be so kind as to look at this map for me? I would like your opinion on a few things.
Oh, I can't read maps.
Yeah, no, we're on character. So what he'll do is he'll motion you forwards to this map here, which is what he was looking at. Let me know when you've loaded up.
Krik will just walk around and kind of climb himself up on the table.
Okay, yeah.
Just be like stood on the map.
So what I'm going to do...
I think Ace would probably just sarcastically say to him, "Have you got a better view now?"
And Krik just turns slowly. Watch your tongue, fool.
So nice that we're all back together. I miss this.
I was expecting another lick your eyeball comment, but we'll skip over it. So Winval now says, so we have managed to scout this. Now listen, a lot of adventurers have been and come through, and there are a lot of your kind that have died in these caves. It's pointless beating around the bush. I need to be honest with you. But anything you can do to assist us to clear them out would be helpful. What I can tell you is there is treasure in these caves. There is gold, fame, and fortune to be found in all of them. What we have established is kind of a pecking order. Each of these caves seems to belong to a certain type of creature. And our scouts are telling us that the stronger monsters and the creatures of evil belong to most of the caves in the outskirts. And he'll now point to the caves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put little notes on your map so you can access this map as often as you like. And
think
these
I've just got-
nodes.
Can you
I think I've
force
just
to
got
view
a black
again, Brave?
space.
Uh,
I was going to say
Yeah,
I've got black screen.
Ah, right. In which case, bear with me, because I've probably not enabled it for you. Visible to place. There you go. That should have done it.
Yep. Oh, cool. Oh, not cool.
Okay. So
Zoom in.
as he's going round, what I'm going to do, and if I'm honest with you, in the campaign, it's a lovely starter campaign. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's perfect for starters. However, if you start going into some of the harder caves to start off with, then we'll be rolling new characters. So all I'm going to do is Winval is one at a time, is going to go around each of the caves and say to you that he doesn't think you're quite strong enough for this cave. This cave would be closer to where he thinks your skills will be suitable. And the 1s and 2s I'm putting in are a rough guess, a rough idea of what level you should be. Just a little cheeky dungeon master treat for you, so we're not. I'm not going to kill you on the 2nd or 3rd session. But he will say, "You're quite welcome." He will say that the end goal would be to find the shrine of these cultists and wherever they operate from, and whatever they're doing to stir trouble. But any help you could offer us on the keep, it would be well received, assuming that you don't cause any trouble. As he looks directly at Ace.
I feel like everybody looks directly at Ace.
I think just Ace's complete lack of self-awareness. He's going to look at Grik.
And Grig's just like zoned out, licking his eye, like staring up.
So the day is long. It's probably time for you to make arrangements for sleeping. The only other thing I would ask you, I have 2 assistants here in the keep. Dwern is my scribe and Elendra my advisor. In fact, here's Elendra now. I will leave you with Elendra. Speak to these 2 before you leave the keep, and then you go about your business in the keep. Okay, happy so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So, like I say, Hayley, this is quite formulaic in terms of it's a classic starter Dungeons and Dragons adventure. When we do homebrew, it'll probably feel quite exactly the same, but it's I'm aiming for it to be a lot more realistic than this. So, an elf woman approaches Drow in origin. So she, big smile on her face. She's holding this, what looks like a large tome, possibly a spellbook or something. As she bows to you, and she will say, she'll introduce herself as Elendra. I'll not ask you to introduce yourself, so I'll just assume that you've done it, because that takes about 3 hours. While Castellan Winval protects the keep from outside threats, it's my duty to preserve the peace from within the walls and ensure its citizens are content. I'd like you to visit a few businesses within the keep and help their owners with any odd jobs they might have. I recently acquired an item of arcane significance. Assist me in this effort, and the item is yours. Specifically, if you help with, same as the young chap that I've forgotten his name, Bartho, if you help out 3 areas in the keep and return to Elendra, she will give you this item of arcane significance. But she will say to you, I am advisor to Winval. He is a good man. He is busy. But come and report to me if you have anything that you need, or any questions. I am at your service.
No, we are at yours. As Ace is just going to bow.
Nice. So then what we'll do is we'll introduce Dwern to you very briefly.
Burn.
Yeah. This is a dwarven gentleman, very stern looking. And he will say, I've commissioned a map of the wilderness beyond the keep. However, the map is sorely lacking in detail, and few are willing to brave the wilds to properly survey them. But you look like you're made of sterner stuff. If you help me finish my map by exploring the surrounding lands, I'll compensate you fairly. And what Dwern would like you to do is explore the wilderness. So let's leap around back to the wilderness map. So you've got distinct areas, Caves of Chaos, we know where that is now. But the woods, the trail you've kind of done, but there's the fens and the Tamarack stand as well that you can investigate. So what I'd like to do now is that's the railroady bit out of the way. We've got your quest log full of things to do. Unless you've got any further questions for anyone in the keep, the evening is yours and the rest of the session. And what we do now is entirely up to you guys. What would you like to do?
Is it night?
It's certainly getting dark now, yeah. The torches are lit outside. Yeah, businesses are closing for the day. Not closed yet if you did want to visit anywhere. It's entirely up to you.
Pub, drink and food.
Tavern sounds like a wonderful idea. You never know. We may be able to help somebody in the tavern.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the precise reason I mentioned it. Helping people in the tavern. That's why we're going. Yes, definitely my thinking.
Well, we'll be helping the tavern owner, surely, by purchasing his fine ale.
Huzzah!
I can't promise I'll purchase a lot.
We did find gold on the
You
road.
definitely. If anything, if anything is to go by, Ace, you will buy a lot of ale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, strictly speaking, I don't buy a lot of ale. People buy me a lot of ale. It's a wonderful thing.
And yet the barkeep will still benefit.
Such good patrons. Let's go.
Okay, so you've got two main choices. Well, it depends what you want. Okay, we all on this one? Number 9 is the tavern, so that's the pub, basically. And 8 is the inn. That's where you would probably want to stay. Huldrick. Exactly right. He told you
Already
it
took
was
notes.
the Traveller's Inn. Well done, Leah.
Thank you.
You can come again, Leah.
Oh, thank you.
Do both establishments sell ale?
Yeah, to a lesser extent. It's more, if you're after ale and a good time, you're after the Drunken Dragon, which is the tavern at the back of the Traveller's Inn.
We've basically got a little D&D pub crawl.
Oh yeah, let's start at the Drunken Dragon, and then after a few flagons there, we can move over. Have a nightcap at the Traveller's Inn, and then dip.
Nightcap, little swim in the moat. Sounds great.
I mean, you do well. You'll have to fill it up first. That'll take some doing. But
Sounds like
Oh,
time.
Who's the temple committed to?
Let's
Yeah, man.
have the temple committed to. Let's go with Shanti then, because Margery's
cool. Go on there.
chosen Shanti as her deity. What's
Oh, that's
where
lovely.
are we? Ranger. Does Brillin follow any particular deity of your choice?
He does. Sylvanus, which is why he wouldn't
Ah.
let him shoot the deer.
Ah, right, nice. And does anybody else have any religious tendencies? No.
Shame on you all.
Has
You're
no
playing
criminal.
D&D and the gods are real.
Well, that's the other thing about D&D. It's you have to get comfortable with the fact that gods are real.
Yeah.
Like physical manifestations of gods right in front of you, and you can travel to their houses, which is always a weird
Always fun.
situation. Yeah.
Mm.
Not again.
Well, yeah. The last time you did that, it was Avernus, though, Jake, wasn't it? That's
Yeah, but
part
the
of
other way.
hell. I took him to.
That's what
sailing.
that's what I get for licking frogs.
So let's take you to the Drunken Dragon then. So it's a quaint keep. There isn't a lot of rowdiness in here. The aroma of cooked meats, fresh bread, and stiff ale wafts from the bustling tavern door. Inside, retired soldiers, chatty merchants, and wary travellers dot the tap room. A raised stage in one corner is empty. A human male in an apron greets you from behind the bar. Welcome to the Drunken Dragon. What can I get you? He asks in a smooth voice. Let me find his picture. Okay, so what would you like to drink?
A mead, please, barkeep.
Okay. So this is Umbrusk. Beg your pardon.
Umbrusque. Oh, he looks cool.
He does look quite cool, doesn't he? Looks quite
Yeah.
swarthy. Yeah.
He looks like he'd make a really good cocktail.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah. So behind him, there's various bottles and spirits and measures. But there's also beer, wines, mead. He pours mead for Brillin, slaps it down. I haven't got. What I'll say is, if you're all having a drink, let's take 2 gold from the party coffers. Everything in this starter set costs a gold, so it should actually cost you 6. So I'm giving you
gold for everything.
Yeah.
For London prices.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it is. London prices. This is Borderland prices. I love you know.
Borderland prices.
It's a bit steep.
Yeah, logistics is a nightmare.
So Umbrusk will say, "So you're just in time. The chugging game is going to start in a short while. If you wish to participate,
How much is it? How much is it to enter?
So to play Chug Champion, the participants, you line up at the bar and you pay 5 gold each. This is a quest. This is part of.
Mate, this is going down on the mission log. Chug Champion.
Yeah.
What is this game that you speak of?
So what you have to do, you pay your 5 gold. I put 3 drinks in front of you, and you can choose. There's a choice. You can either have homebrewed ale, or you can have a non-alcoholic cider. What you need to do is to chug them back. If you cough or splutter or fail in any way, you're out. If you get to the end, well, the winner takes the majority. Second and third place go away with what's left. But we won't begin. It'll be beginning in about half an hour's time. In the meantime, make yourselves at home. Possibly limber yourselves up for the competition.
Well, I think it's definitely time for a warm up. Can I have a jug of ale rather than a flagon?
Damn.
Jug of ale it is. What, as in like a pitcher?
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
dear. This is going to get messy quick, isn't it?
Taking it up for the table there. That's so low.
He'd definitely be willing to share. He's not that much of a greedy guy.
I think on hearing that the competition costs 5 gold to enter, Krik is gonna go and try and steal his entry fee.
Okay. So you're going to wander around and picking pockets?
Yeah, I would look specifically for someone who seems pretty drunk, but also relatively well off.
Okay. Righto. Yeah, there's plenty of merchants around. Make a perception check for me then. Let's start rolling some dice, shall we?
Yeah. Perception.
This is
Go.
going to be great. This cannot possibly go wrong.
21.
So you spot in the corner, there's 3 merchants sat around, and they have the look of 3 merchants that have been here possibly all day. As you head over to them, there's a strong smell of stale ale coming from this corner, and you happen to notice that one of their pouches seems to be quite close to where you would walk past. See, this is what happens when you play with when you say to someone, "Right, you can do anything you want, Hayley." They start nicking things and stabbing people unnecessarily, and
I'm not stabbing anybody.
Come on, then, Josh.
Escalated quickly.
Come on, then, Josh. Sleight of hand, if you will. So this is going to be another opposed roll.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Would we see Grit going to do this?
I would have, as Ale gets his flagon, as Ace gets his flagon of ale, Grit could almost like tug at his like robes, and then just look up at him and be like, "Watch this," and then like stroll off over towards the table.
Amazing.
Sorry, and then I need my sleight of hand.
I was just wondering, because if Ace is aware of what's happening...
What was it?
It was a nat 20.
Amazing.
Well,
No,
it wouldn't be anything else, would it?
Go on, Jake.
No, all I was going to say is I was going to cast Minor Illusion on the table to try and distract the merchants.
Okay. Well, for something like that, for a distraction, I would probably consider applying advantage to the roll. He's rolled natural 20. What's the point in applying advantage to
all
it?
is well.
So what I will allow you to do is roll 2d8, and you can have that much gold from the merchant's pocket. As he's pointed out to... Were you letting the rest of the party know that this was happening, or just Ace?
Just Ace, but he wouldn't have been like whispering or anything like that. He would have been like pretty blatant about it. But he just wants specifically Ace to see. 14 gold.
Yeah.
This is why I do bad things. The dice gods favour me.
As you lift this 14 gold from these 3 merchants, they all, not because they've discovered you or anything, but they all sort of look around at each other and say, "Well, at least we gave your wife a good send off. You go back to your children." And the one that you've robbed now, you can tell his eyes are red, and it looks like he's.
Oh, no.
As he'll stand and say, thanks, lads. I mean, she was a good wife. She did right by me and my 2.
Love it.
Krik will just bow his head.
Look, there's 2 children.
Krik will just bow his head and then slip him 1 gold piece back.
Oh, what a hero.
I was going to say, that bastard.
Okay, sleight of hand.
No!
Get ready for that natural one.
Sleight of hand.
That would be
Go.
incredible.
Come on, swings and roundabouts. Come on, D&D gods.
12.
12. Right, I'm going to give him a perception check. Come on, D&D gods. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, okay, so you slip 1 gold back into this grieving husband's pouch, as he'll say, it was a rough winter. Me and the children, we haven't got much now, but hopefully with the donations, it'll keep us going for the rest of the year. As he turns with his fellows and walks towards the door.
Rick would have almost like, as he says, like with the donations, he'd have almost like been reaching back into his pocket again to get him another gold. But then he stood up and then walked out. So he's just been like, nah, fuck it.
Okay. So
and then he'll walk back over, and then as he's walking back towards Ace, he'll like flip Ace a gold piece as well, just like fling one up to him.
So I think while Ace is sat at the table, he's going to have been pouring like beer for everybody else, and like into reasonable measures. And when Krik comes back, he's going to pour Krik half a cup and then slide it over to him. Well done, my little friend. Well done.
okay.
Thank you.
Should we have the chug? Because he's clearly, yeah, he's not going to give the money back. That's clear. So should we have the chug champion competition going off then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's playing? Who's doing it?
5 gold. There is party funds, I believe. So who's playing?
How much is in the
I will-
party funds?
18 gold.
We got.
I'll
did we-
throw down. I'll fund myself.
I'll
Oh,
also for
yeah.
myself. And as he does so, he'll say, I didn't have you down as a thieving type, Krik. If you'd have said, I would have called you myself.
It's not thieving. I found the gold in his pocket.
I understand this method to be called reallocation of wealth
That man was not
or
wealthy.
redistribution.
He money comes and it goes. I don't see the problem. Back home we had to take everything. If we did not take it, we did not have it.
I feel like you're trying to justify that under the Kenda laws.
It did sound a bit Kenderish.
Sorry.
Okay, so Brillin's definitely in. Gerrion's definitely in.
Krik is in.
Yeah.
No,
Come
Krik
on,
can
you're all
fund
in,
somebody else.
surely.
Margery's
didn't-
just watching.
No.
But Margery will tap Gerrion and be like, "Go on, lad, you've got this," and cast guidance for Constitution.
So for everyone that's in, so Nimlithien's not taking part. Is Ace in?
Ace is going to swig his, finish his flagon of ale, and then he's going to stand on the bar next to where the chugging competition is going to happen, but he's not participating.
Okay. So Umbrisk will say to this, my friend, there's a stage over there. Get off my bar.
Oh, well, surely at that point he's got to do like a little, like, I think he's going to step off onto the one of the, like, is it a raised bar or is it like
Yeah.
normal? He's probably going to step off onto one of the stools and almost like knock it to the floor, but like
Nice.
casually walk off towards the stage.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so Umbrick will say, right, round 1, your drinks. Choice of ale or non-alcoholic cider.
Non-alcoholic cider, please.
Okay.
Boring.
So for
I will
Gerrion.
take the ale, sir.
Okay, and then Krik.
Ale for me also.
How tall are you? 3 foot.
Yeah.
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 I can't give you disadvantage. That's just mean. Let's have a Constitution saving throw from those participants, then, please. Round 1.
Get your D4.
So what?
Can I roll then choose to have the guidance, or do I have to choose to use the guidance when I roll?
So for up to a minute, a willing creature you choose a skill, and I'm reading really badly. Until the spell ends, that creature adds a D4 to any ability check using that chosen skill. So I gave you 4 Constitution.
This is a saving throw, though.
I was just about to say.
Ability
rubbish.
check.
See if it works
Come on.
anyway. You might get in a point where you need a saving throw.
You know what? We'll apply it. We'll apply it for this.
Am I making a con save or a con check?
You're
Sorry.
doing a con save. Normally, it would be only for skills that guidance applies to. But what I'll say to you, Tom, is you can only have it for this first one because we're sort of bending the rules a little bit.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
Hey.
I need it.
You need it.
whilst this is all going
Yes.
on, Ace is going to start playing a little guitar solo on the stage.
Okay. What are you going to go with?
It's very rhythmic and it's very like inspiring. As Ace is going to throw a bardic inspiration at Krik.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Righto.
What is it? Is it
D6.
Wait, can I? D6. Holy shit. Come on. Bash.
You're
Okay.
Well, that takes my 9 to a 15.
So as there's plenty of keeps folk chugging down as well. Most of them they're experienced at this. They chug it back. Gerrion chugs his back, has a moment, but then rallies through. Similarly with Krik, Brillin, wrong goal. You've set yourself up wrong, and you cough and splutter, and there's cheers and slaps on the back. But Brillin's out. Round 1. Round 2. Constitution saving throw, please, gentlemen.
So whilst this is going on, Ace is still going to be playing his guitar in the background, and he's now going to throw a bardic inspiration at Gerrion.
Okay. Bardic Inspiration, Hayley, is basically something that a bard can do. So while he's playing his music, he, as a bonus action, can give an extra D6 to any of you to add to any roll that you want. And it's for the next hour or so, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah.
nice.
So, okay. Krik.
Same roll. The same roll twice.
I will save my bardic inspiration.
That sounds reasonable. So, Krik, unfortunately, as you're chugging, the impulse to lick your eye is too strong as you and you struggle to do two things at the same time as you choke, and Krik is out, and there's lots of cheers. And now there are only 3 people left in the game. Gerrion and 2 locals. In fact, no, what I'll say, Krik, is you will come in 3rd place. So there's 2 people left. So, last Constitution saving throw from Gerrion.
Can I throw another bardic inspiration at him, please?
He's still got it. He didn't use it.
Didn't use it. On the last one.
Well, that's golden then.
However, I don't think I need it, Dave.
Natural
Lad.
20.
Shit.
Okay.
That's a total of 28, mate.
I swear we better roll this well in combat.
Well, you've clearly won. So as Gerrion chugs it down, Umbrusk will say, "Well done, my orc friend. I just knew when you walked in you'd be good at this." So you win 25 gold. And Krik for 3rd place takes 10 gold.
Oh,
So
decent.
as a whole, you've done all right out of that, and you can tick this off as a completed quest. Right. The other thing I'm going to ask, Hayley, you're top left on my screen. So would you roll D4 for me, please?
Is that like 10 gold, but we were -5, so like it's like overall I've won an extra 5.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. So
Yeah,
Cool. As this is happening, then you hear a tavern rumor. You hear that the keep's banker, Quink by name, has been having trouble with break-ins recently. And there's sort of muttered conversation about the fact that, who do you think it is? Is it from outside? Can't be from outside. The gates are too secure. So there's a little bit of mystery about missing funds from the bank. Okay.
From Quink a gnome.
Say again, sorry.
Is Quink a gnome?
That's a good question, sir. I think.
Bit of light racism.
A halfling.
Oh, yeah. Didn't think of a half thing.
Bank.
Ink the wanker.
Have you met him yet?
Yeah, it's a bit harsh, Josh. A bit judgy, that, man.
Give him
she's
chance to incriminate himself.
She's a halfling banker.
Halfling banker.
Halfling banker. So, I mean, normally I look forward to this question, but I'm starting to dread it on this session. What do you want to do now?
So when Gerrion gets a quiet minute, he will slip Margery and Ace both 5 gold pieces each for their assistance.
Thank you.
Ace will just wink at him.
He just nods back. Shows his mustache.
Smooth. Nice.
I think
This
Ace
is
would step off the stage for a few moments and come and sit back down at the table with everybody else.
Are we plan
Can we
today and drink tomorrow? Plan now, drink later. Drink now, plan later. Because plans while drunk are fabulous, but difficult to remember.
Is Quink still around? Like, you said there were like rumours and things. Is Quink still around to sort of ask a few questions if I could?
Yeah, we'll have what I'll say, Hayley, is that businesses have closed for the night tonight. However, you do know that in other conversation you've heard that Quink is resident at the bank. So if you did want to go to her home/bank, then you could go and talk to her.
I'll leave that for tomorrow.
Have we heard anything about this Quink situation, or are we all completely oblivious to it at the moment?
It's just Nimlithien that's heard it, strictly speaking. Well, no. Sorry, it was Hayley that rolled, wasn't it? But you heard the conversation floating around, so it seems to be the main topic floating. So you all know.
Rumour has it.
Do you think she may come drinking in here a little bit later on?
We could ask.
Certainly worth keeping an eye on for, is it not?
Okay, so as you say this, the door opens and a very smart-looking halfling comes through the door.
Right for pickpocketing.
Very orderly, organised looking. Halflings are basically hobbits, Hayley. It's I think there was a copyrighted issue when they first published Dungeons and Dragons, because they were called hobbits, and then the Tolkien estate went, would you mind? So they changed it to so very orderly. She sort of primly goes over to the bar, nods at Umbrusk, orders a small glass of wine, and sits at the bar, just minding her own business. But it's quite obviously Quink.
I'd want to give her a chance, but approach her and see if we can find out a little bit more of the circumstances of how these happenings have been happening. And if there's any sort of other clues and things that might help us as and when, if we decide to go on this quest and find such creatures that have been creating such chaos in the town.
Okay. So as you get into conversation with Krik, she will you start the conversation and she'll sort of look around as if to say what, and then she realizes that she is the conversation, and she'll say, "Oh, I assume everyone knows by now. Well, perhaps maybe you can. I have a guard, Yvette. She's not very good. She sleeps more than guards, but I wonder if you could possibly do something for me. I wonder if you could stake out the bank tonight. If you see a burglar trying to enter, intervene and convince the criminal to leave at once. Remember, though, please, if you would, I would rather rumour stop here. If you could do this discreetly, I would be much obliged. If you try to give the thief a trouncing, it will no doubt cause a scene. I want this matter resolved without violence, ideally."
Okay, I think Nimlithien would agree to that and offer reassurance that we have no interest in gossip, etc. And ask if there's a way that she would like to receive message of what we do and don't hear in the night.
Well, I mean, as long as you turn the thief away, then that will be good enough for me. I shall be there in the morning. In fact, if you wish to come with me now, I shall. She finishes her wine and says that she's had her drink for the night. That's all she allows herself, and you can follow her back to the bank if you wish.
So I would return to the group, I think, and just let them know about this potential quest tonight and find out how everyone else is feeling about it, and if they want to join or if they're happy for me to go solo on it.
I've had many a sleepless night. I'll assist you. I'll watch you back.
Day camp sounds like fun.
This
I wonder
is
what
good
trouble we
news.
can get into in the bank.
I am itching for a fight.
Which Nimlithien will have to reiterate that this is not this is a stealth mode type night. We want to deter, not have more fights, not this time, but more fights in the future. We'll be ready for those when it's time.
Well, if you guys are all going, then I'm going, because there's no way I'm going to be here on me Todd in this random town. So, let's go. What's the reward?
I think the reward at this moment is just knowledge of what we might learn. And
Heard
a good
that's
deed.
powerful.
Knowledge.
We have been
Very powerful.
we've been offered rewards from two separate people should we help the townsfolk. So
An
that will be
accumulating
our
reward.
I think.
I see. Compounding interest.
However, it appears I'm outvoted, so we will be doing the stakeout tonight. And Gerrion looks really tired. He's well past his bedtime.
Oh. Well, that is on gold, so we might be able to find a suitable soft metal for you there.
It's only 8 o'clock.
This is part of what I was going to ask in terms of like maybe one of us should be doing it so the rest can sleep. The rest may rest.
We could have watch, so we could all go, but be on one person be on watch. And then
The
if
other thing
anything
is,
exciting happens,
we'd be breaking the cardinal rule of D&D.
don't split the party.
Never split the party.
We would never do that in Curse of Strahd, would we, Sam? Would we, Josh?
Never.
That's not anything we'd even plan to do.
No.
It always goes wrong.
This is a cardinal rule that explains how many faces before.
There are two. There are actually two cardinal rules. But the problem is Jake and his brother always forget the second one. The first one is never split the party. The second one is don't open bloody doors.
Check for traps.
Uh-oh.
We
Who's
didn't
the
get the memo.
Let's give you an overview so you can
Love a minute.
you can create a plan because you've all decided to help. So this is, I mean, because you haven't actually visited the tavern, the inn yet. So that's where you can potentially stay. You see this overlooking room here. That overlooks the bank, which is over here.
Ooh. Party
So-
time.
Quink, you see Quink home, and stood outside, would you believe, is Yvette, who you find fast asleep. And Quink will say to Yvette, I've got a picture for Yvette, but I'll show it you in a bit. Oh, I'm back, my dear. You can go home for the evening, as Yvette will, well, I wasn't sleeping. And she wanders off and goes home. So what I will allow you to do, ladies and gentlemen, I will still allow you to have a long rest.
Oh,
Tom,
fine.
I will allow you to have a long rest. And, well, everyone
I'm
else
just
gets
ready
their...
for the fact that he's an old man.
Yeah.
And he's an old man.
Dude, I know your pain. I know your character's pain. So you can have a long rest and you can swap around. Shall we take you to the tavern next then, for somewhere to sleep? Would that be okay if I railroad you in that direction?
Are we doing the stakeout, or are we going?
Are we staking out like the
He's staking out.
entrances of the bank rather than the inside of the bank?
The entrance, but and that's the other thing, because I'm trying to push you forwards too much there. I'll back off. So you come up with a plan and let me know what you're doing, but you don't have to all stay there at the same time. Is all I'm.
Well, then do we just take watches?
Yeah.
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything exciting happen, we can wake each other up.
So now I'm going to metagame. Who's got dark vision?
Not me anymore.
I don't know.
You
might
have,
probably
Hayley,
do.
yeah. If you go on
You should do.
the front of your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
it should say senses. This will be passive perception, passive investigation, passive insight, and then just below there it'll say if you have dark vision or not.
Oh yes, dark vision 60 feet.
Okay. So
Nice.
generally speaking, dark vision is if it's dim light. I mean, you can see basic shapes and forms. You in magical darkness or complete darkness, you're scuppered. But if you were underground or in a cave, then you can still see 60 feet effectively.
Nice.
I think it's just grey, isn't it? You can't discern colour or anything like that. But you can. It's like
I always imagine
black
it as
and white
like,
TV.
when you put your screen into grayscale.
Hmm.
I always imagine dark vision is grayscale.
So would it make sense then that the three of us with dark vision be split up with the non-dark vision?
4 of you.
4?
Yeah.
It's just me, bro.
We're at least we're paired up with a non-dark vision person.
It
If
is
we're
only
pairing
3 of you.
I
No,
definitely
I've
don't.
got dark vision. I think Josh put his hand up.
No, I don't
No.
have dark vision.
Oh, okay. No, I thought Josh put his hand up. That's why I thought there were 4.
I've
Sorry,
lost
my
it.
apologies.
Sorry, Sam. Someone's coming up with a plan and I interrupted him.
Well, yeah, but I originally came up with a plan based off that there was only 3 people with dark vision, and I was right.
Let's do it.
So
Yeah.
a dark vision
Sorry.
person crewed up with a non-dark vision person.
Boom, bam, bosh.
Nice.
Nice.
Bish, bash, bash.
Done.
However,
Okay.
Brillin will
Gary-
say, "I'm not going with the bard."
Gerrion will offer to take the middle shift as he's up anyway in the night.
Oh, he's got that
The
problem.
ablutions. So, mate, he's in his like late 50s.
Oh, is it?
He's getting there. Late 50s, early 60s. Yeah, he's getting there.
Oh no.
Is Jake having technical issues as well? He's turned into a pig.
Jake.
This Merkham is back.
Jake.
I'm back. I'm happy
what?
to go with whoever on watch.
Nimlithien probably offered to go first, seeing as this was her idea, and give everyone else a chance to have a little bit of kip.
I'm going to ask them.
Okay.
And I would probably bring. I would probably ask if Krik would like to come with me.
Yeah, Krik would be happy to.
Right. That
Yeah.
means me and
So
Brillin.
when you say that, you see Brillin sort of like sidestep towards Margery and sort of nudge her
Oh,
really
yes,
awkwardly. Like,
I will go with Brillin because
Great,
that's
cool,
a decision
fantastic.
I have made myself independently.
Looks like you're with me, lad, and you're gonna clap Ace on the back again.
Good times.
Oh, we'll be in for a fun night, and then Ace is going to pull out a little hip flask and be like,
Good dad.
So,
it's a bit cold out there.
but what is the plan logistically? You know, you've got your watches. What are you going to do? If in fact, if Nimlithien and Krik are first, or you wanted a group plan, what do you want to do?
Roman sentry.
What
Okay.
did you say?
Walk around the building, keeping an eye on it. Sorry, I realised what I said. And
That's fine.
there are certain words that don't make sense.
Yeah.
I think we
I
got it.
think I'm
So
going
it's
to
okay.
offer an alternate, because we need to try and catch the perpetrator.
act,
If we're
yeah.
doing a wandering patrol, they're going to see you. So you're better off being in the shadows, watching the doors, and then
Because we've got the tavern directly across, and we could get one of the rooms and be like,
Yeah, I think a vantage point would be a good idea.
Well,
but you're
Krik,
not seeing-
I could quite easily climb
you could be on the
up
roof.
onto the roof, yeah. But the problem with that is I don't have dark vision, so my sight's not as good as Nimlithien's. So I'm thinking maybe Krik can help Nimlithien climb up, and we can kind of just take watch from the roof, where we'll be kind of out of sight, but can keep an eye on things. If yeah, as I say, if Nimlithien would find that idea agreeable. Because
Definitely.
he's not going to drag her up or anything.
Okay. Which roof? Sorry, is this because the trader's shop is opposite? You've got the inn, which is quite a tall building, or you've got the bank itself.
I'd probably just be thinking of going onto the roof of the bank itself, and then you can kind of see around all angles at least.
Sure. Well, Grung have a climb speed similar to their walk speed, so it's nothing for Krik to go up. What I would ask from Nimlithien, though, is I'm not going to push to the point. I'm not one of those dungeon masters. It's quite. You've got ropes. You've got just make a roll and let's see if you can do it. So if I ask you to make an athletics check, Hayley, and all you've got to beat is 5, it's relatively simple for you to get up.
Okay. So to do a roll on this, am I rolling out of 20 again?
Yeah. So if you go to your skills, athletics is the 4th one down because they're all alphabetical. If you click on remember, are you clicking on the modifier?
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay.
There we go.
Yahoo!
And so you managed to scramble up with Krik's help, and you settle in for your shift, watching the entrance to the bank. And it doesn't take long before you can see someone walking through the streets, hood up, looking as if to check all around them. They don't look up, and they approach the door of the bank, look around again, and kneel down as if they're going to try and break in. So this is the part where I end up saying, what would you want to do? But I also ask the question to Hayley, did Nimlithien take Krik so she could control him from not kicking the shit out of the thief?
I've been tricked!
Gotcha.
So what's the plan?
And here was me thinking she just wanted some quality bonding time.
Also, a really good time to get to know Krik. But but yes, like I foresaw some drinking and some anger happening there. I have a message spell where I can try and throw a voice to this person, to this
Okay.
individual that's approached the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be to cast message basically.
Okay. What would your
so this is
message
a-
be?
This
What-
would be a message. It would definitely be in a whisper, and it would be a whisper to kind of give fear and a little bit of startlement to sort of warn them away. More of a walk past this place. This place is not for you tonight. Something that's like a bit of a deterrent, a bit of a
Okay.
you're being watched, who it is, and you need to move on.
Okay.
Would you say to Krik that you're about to when you're about to do that? Because Krik I wouldn't Krik wouldn't interfere with it. He'd be like, okay, this is a good plan. But I would just keep an eye on the thief. I'd probably almost try and get a bit closer and close the distance a little bit.
Greetings, viewer. This is a message of apology. The rest of the video does not contain audio from the players due to the DM being inept with technology. To summarise, the party complete 3 missions around the keep and earned more gold and a potion of resistance from necromancy. They arranged to explore the fens on the next session. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Postscript, I shall leave in a short video clip of the Dungeon Master doing the best Scottish accent he has ever done. I'll be honest, I was quite chuffed with it. Cheers. Okay, but it's to relate it back because I've remembered he'd got a quest and I thought I might throw it into your persuasion check. But he'll say, and then when everyone's up in the morning, you can accompany everyone with a breakfast with that thing on your back, see if you're any good at it. And I'm going to be honest, that's the best I've ever done a Scottish accent. Come on, see, I'm now afraid to do a Scottish accent. Oh well, I haven't heard you yet, you gobshite.